mistake. You made my heart ache. You don't do nothing but make me blue. Satisfied, won't even try. You don't do nothing but make me blue. Now I'm saying it's over. Yes, I'm leaving you. Just say where you are, little girl. I said I'm leaving you. You had your fun. What's done is done. You don't do nothing.
Wait a minute, Big Mama. Blues America will be right back.
Blues America is supported by the Rhythm Room. The world's famous and historical Rhythm Room Concert Club is Arizona's premier blues hotspot, hosting nightly live music. Located at 1019 East Indian School Road in Phoenix and online at www.rhythmroom.com.
Hey y'all, I'm Blake Shelton. I love that country music connects people all over this great nation, but unfortunately so does something else, childhood hunger. 15 million children struggle with hunger in America. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks works to rescue our surplus food to help provide billions of meals to families in need across the country. Join the fight against hunger at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Blues America is supported by Record High Vinyl Store in Phoenix, the place for serious music fans and vinyl collectors to find large quantities of first pressings, limited editions, box sets, audiophile, and vintage catalog, including blues, soul, jazz. They buy, sell, and trade, and offer vinyl cleaning and flattening service. Visit the store, located at 4242 East University Drive in Phoenix, or for more online at recordhighinphoenix.com. Like them on Facebook. Record High in Phoenix. Experience one of the last great record stores.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Damn right we got the blues. Blues America. Right now.
Pour some beer, grab a seat, and kick your feet up. It's Blues America. Blues at the break.
Sport fishing, baby, even though the clouds are black. Oh, I'm sport fishing, baby, even though the clouds are black. Well, I might have you on the line, but pretty soon I'll pull you back. Got my heavy rod and reel, baby, I'm gonna swing it out in the deep. Got my heavy rod and reel. I'm gonna swing it out in the deep. Well, if you don't want to get caught up, girl, then you better close your creek. Swung out my line, caught a 20-year-old. Body was fine, she didn't have a soul. She bent over, so you got any crack? I cut bait, and I threw her right back. Might have you on the line, but pretty soon I'll throw you back. Swung out my line, I caught 125. She swallowed my hook and all my bait live. She bent over, say do what you do. I cut bait and I threw her back too. Might have you on the line, but pretty soon I'll throw you back. Boat fishing, baby, even though the clouds are black. Oh, I'm sport fishing, baby, even though the clouds are black. Well, I might have you on the line, but pretty soon I'll throw you back. Swing it out one time. Swung out my line, caught one about 30. She was fine, but her scales were dirty. Took out my knife, I threw her in the fire. She turned around, said, hey, Big Willie, you a liar. Might have you on the line, but pretty soon I'll throw you back. I'm sport fishing, baby, and they call me Dr. Dan. Oh, I'm sport fishing, baby, and they call me Dr. Dan. Well, you might think you're hot right now. Wait until you're in my frying pan.
Promotional consideration for Blues America is provided by the Southwest Musical Arts Foundation, this station, and the listeners of public radio.
This is Paul Osher, ladies and gentlemen, and you are listening to Blues. No, that's Chuck's. This is Paul Osher, ladies and gentlemen, and you're listening to Blues America.
Headed down to the Chicken Shack. It's Blues America time.
Put in a sack. I carried it to the mill, I had to bring it right back. What's the matter at the mill? What's the matter with the mill? I can't get no grinding, tell me what's the matter at the mill. Now some people said a preacher don't steal, but I got one down in my cornfield. What's the matter at the mill? What's wrong with the mill, people? I can't get no grinding, tell me what's the matter at the mill.
Hiya. If you just turned this thing on, let me tell you what you're doing. You're listening to Blues America with today's special guest, the great Mud Morganfield. His new album is called They Call Me Mud, available now from Severn Records. If you missed any part of the show or the live broadcast on your community station, hit rewind on the streaming podcast available now at bluesamerica.com. All right, Mud, we are back.
Oh, great.
Well, thanks for waiting through the break. And we've been talking about this new album. And I've got to ask about your recording process. How do you capture that live sound while doing a studio recording?
Because my band, we mic up everybody and we do it live. We rehearse this stuff, we go over it, and these guys love it. It's different when, I just tell you now, it's different, a little bit different when you got people you bring in who really don't care about who you are or what you're doing. They only care about the check. But it's a little different. These guys are from Chicago. I see them often. We laugh, we joke, we eat together. You know, we may go out with, on dates together. I mean, and they care about what we're putting out. And that made the difference. That made the difference on all my albums, man. I try to get the best of the best. Even in England, I got a great band there. I got a great band in Brazil. And these guys, they care more than just a paycheck. They care because their names is on this just like mine. And it kind of reminds me of something. It kind of reminds me of Dad, Willie Big Eye Smith, Junior Snake, Cali Flood on bass, of course, Pine Top Perkins, Otis Spann on keyboard. It kind of reminds me of that, Drew. Here you got my dad, which is a bad man by himself, right? One of the greatest live players that he is. Probably, what one it. But now here you got Willie Big Eye Smith on drums, one of the greatest drummers, and then you got Pine Top and Otis on these keyboards, who's one of the greatest. It's an all-star band. This guy wasn't around here, so it was good, man. I mean, and that's what I look for. These guys bring that to me. As you see, when you listen to the album, you can see those guys, they're not no pushovers. They're not playing. So that helps me keep my step in my pep.
Oh, cool. I imagine you get a lot of requests to cover your dad's music during your shows.
You know what, Drew? I mean, I do whole shows sometimes with just my own dad, with my dad's music. I try to mix my stuff, and I get a crowd. Hey, Mud, do Hoochie Coochie Man, do Mojo. I mean, they be asking for it, man. And again, I'm more comfortable there, man. I mean, I feel good, man, and it comes easy, man. Again, it was just passed down to me. That's the only explanation I can give you, Drew, is that it's in my blood. It's in the blood, man. And why should I deny that? Why should I run from that? I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't have to do that. And I just dropped a new album out that, you'll hear me and you'll hear Dad.
Now, a few years ago, you wrote a very inspirational song. It's called Health.
Oh, that song, yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. I made a grown man cry with that song. I was over in Portuguese, man, and the promoter came up to me and asked me about that song, and he had tears in his eyes, Drew, and I really didn't know what to say. I didn't know what was wrong, and the man told me that song touched his heart. And I tell you why. I think it's because he probably was a cancer survivor or something. Here's his thing. You don't have anything, man, if you don't have your health. I don't care how much money you got, I don't care how rich you are, but if you on your back and you sick, you don't have nothing. You don't have anything, man. What's the sense in being rich if you're always feeling sick? If you always over your toilet throwing up? Well, we don't live forever, but while we're here, what I'm saying to you, let's just take care of yourselves.
Now, of course, another one of Muddy's sons, Big Bill Morganfield, he's a popular player. I wonder if you guys have a good relationship.
Yeah, Bill's cool. We cool. He do his thing. He was kind of like the first one to come out here and tried to keep their legacy rolling. I got a great deal of respect for him.
Well, good. Have you guys talked about doing any collaborations?
Well, we haven't planned anything like that yet. He's his own